What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K18 Pro Am game. True to the word, we have our new guy on the court. Last time I said the pure playmaker was going to be playing in his first and last Pro-Am game. And the new guy that we're bringing on the court would be our main Pro-Am player. And here he is, the playmaking shot creator, making his debut alongside Walsh, Brian, Michael, and unfortunately an AI player, since we only had 4 on this day, as we go straight to the rim and throw it down. No matter what our archetype was, that was wide open. But we ended up making the shot creating playmaker. Actually, the playmaking shot creator. So confusing to get that name right. Basically, shot creating is our primary archetype. Playmaking is the secondary archetype. I don't want to sell myself short by saying a little bit of research. I did a good amount of research on all the different archetypes in this year's game, because there's so many dual archetypes, so many different ways you could go in making your player. And at the end of the day, I wanted to make something that, one, I was comfortable playing, that fit my playstyle most importantly, and two, something that would help our team playstyle, our Pro-Am team playstyle. And at the end of the day, I ended up with this guy. And why did I make him as this? Because the way I play the game, I don't really take too many threes, so I didn't really see the need to put sharpshooting as one of any of my archetypes, primary or secondary. I didn't think it was that important. What I really thought was important was a good mid-range game, because that's where a good amount of my shots come, and the shot creating archetype gives you the best mid-range. You make a pure shot creator, that's 99 mid-range, moving and standing. With the playmaking, I think it goes all the way up to like a 90, since I maxed out my wingspan. That was a nice little post spin right there. So we got that as a primary, and then playmaking as a secondary, just, you know, of course, running point guard, having to handle the ball, and not so much about shooting, but more importantly, finding my teammates and, you know, making good passes and all that, quick passes. I needed playmaking as something in there, so I could have good, you know, speed with ball and ball handles and all that stuff, or else I would just be getting ripped left and right, and I wouldn't be able to create too much space for other people. So, all in all, that's how we settled on this player, and right now he's cooking a little bit, and it's cooking in that mid-range game. And as you guys see, you know, it's not, oh my god, look at that, we got 2 people jumping right there, just by the right of the shot, just the step back. I took that shot, you know what, twice so far this game. They thought I was doing it again, and I probably would have been able to get away with it again. They sent 2 guys, and thankfully Michael was able to cap out the play, finding a wide open Brian. And that's exactly what this guy should be doing. Just that threat, you know, either we're finding our teammates or finding our own shot. Got to make them, you know, make a choice where they lose either way. At the end of the day, as we're able to find Walsh open corner 3. Walsh doesn't really miss corner 3s this year, so if you see him shooting it, he's gonna make it. All right, if he doesn't make it, then there's something wrong, as we're fading away again. Didn't set our feet, but you know what, we're a shot creator. That's a shot creator shot. Doesn't really matter. Probably would prefer to set our feet right there, but hey, it worked out. We got 9 points in this first quarter. Actually, we're in the second quarter now, but still 9 points early on. You guys usually don't see me score that much with this guy. You know, I feel a little bit more comfortable shooting, where, you know, maybe I could force up those shots last year or this year with the pure playmaker, but, you know, I'd rather get a higher percentage shot, which, you know, that wasn't it right there. That was, unfortunately, I didn't think that animation would come right there. You just, every once in a while, those kind of bad shots are taken as they throw the alley-oop on the other end. They're feeling themselves a little bit. But yeah, you know, I feel a little bit more comfortable on the offensive side. The most I've really felt comfortable in the Pro-Am since maybe like 2K16. Even then, might be the most comfortable I've ever felt, you know, offensively scoring. I mean, finding teammates, that's going to work all the time. There's Michael right there, wide open. Shot doesn't fall down, but we definitely, you know, that's his shot right there. He's a stretch 4, so that's the shot we're going to be looking for him to make, as they got this guy out. I think it was their center that was cherry picking. Power forward or center, one of those guys, because they had some guy out there guarding Michael. I don't know which one it was, but this guy was running the floor like crazy, especially near the end of the first half. This guy was out. I mean, it doesn't matter what position he is. We got to guard those easy cherry picking buckets, because if we don't do that, that's just way too easy for them to score, and, you know, we're working for our shots and not even making them. All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game. We try to work ourselves back into this one, but, you know, those buckets, and combined with this fantastic turnover, I don't know what Brian was trying to do right there. Trying to run point and, you know, threw me into a turnover. That was pretty weird. And unfortunately, Michael trying to slow down the offense, or their offense right there, to make sure that the big guy wasn't scoring one more time. Ended up being a shooting foul. I don't know how it was a shooting foul. I don't know why that guy wanted to shoot that, but it ended up working out for them. And then that lob attempt did not work, clearly. So that's another turnover on the books. And just like that, 13-point game. Thankfully, not a 14-point game. Or actually, yeah, 13-point game. They missed the free throw. We're trying to at least get something going before the end of halftime. But you know what? When it rains, it pours. Not even the wide open shot by us is going to fall down as he tried it to spin move. But the half is going to end on a weird little block, it looked like. I'm going to say it was a block because that was one of those block animations. So at the first half, surveying the stats and all that, we got to tone down the turnovers. The end of the first half was pretty bad, and giving up 41 points at halftime, not good. So, you know, inside they're getting a lot of easy buckets. There's another one right there. Their point guard is definitely trying to gun up a bit of shots, so we'll try to keep a little bit more eyes on him, and, you know, we just make those adjustments, try to make those other guys beat us. Hopefully, we can slow them down. And then on the offensive side, our shots are just not falling down right now. That was a wide open three. We had that three-pointer, but just didn't make it right there. Not a good enough three-pointer to, you know, rely on it, which is why you won't see me shoot it too often as we had a nice little step back. Look at him go to the rim, man. The little Curry layup right there, the crafty layup package, I think they called it this year. That's the beauty of the shot creator right there. That is just the beauty of the step back this year. Anybody can do that. You give someone a decent amount of ball handles, they hit the step back, they're wide open. Unfortunately, that's something that's in the game this year, so we're going to have to try to make sure that doesn't happen again as Michael hits from the top of the key. Now, Michael was very cold at the end of the first half. I don't want to say a little bit cold, very cold, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep on feeding the man because we trust that eventually he's going to make that shot. And now, here he is, knocking down 2 in a row. He's a streaky player, Michael is. You know, he'll miss 3 or 4 shots. He'll have his 1 for 6 games. But when he's feeling it, he's feeling it. And just the pure gravity of the stretch forward, bringing out one of their slower defenders outside, putting in a little pick and pop situation. All of a sudden, that's open the court for 1, him. If they refuse to guard him, which sometimes happens. And 2, if they, you know, key in on him, all of a sudden, look at everyone staying home on him. Not even the stretch guy was guarding him. It was like the small forward that was trying to help on him. We got a wide open mid-range. That's going to leave Brian wide open in the paint. And we invite anyone that wants to try to guard Brian wide open in the paint. Or even one-on-one in the paint. Unfortunately, that was an and one. Nice little find on the backdoor cut. But once again, they end up missing the free throw. So, you know, all that is getting us back into an offensive flow. Offense wins you games. Defense wins you championships. The offense right now is trying to win us this game. But defense wins you championships. And that's where we're going to have to turn it up in the fourth quarter if we really want to win this game. Now, I know there's no championship on the line. I'm just saying that as a metaphor. But, I mean, at the same time, the point still stands. Defense is what we need in this last frame of the game. Looking at Michael one more time. And there he is. They're going to need to get straight in his face. And even then, it might not matter because he's feeling it. That's a tough shot. This oh, nearly a putback. This dude has shot creating in one of his bills, the guy we're going against, the point guard, but that's just a really tough shot, fading away from the rim as Brian inside. There's that one-on-one. We invite anyone to try to guard Brian one-on-one because usually he's shooting about 70%, if not better in there. Unfortunately, that was a not so good animation, but we're making some defensive adjustments. They did not score a lot in that third quarter, and we are definitely bringing the defense inside. Brian doing a great job on the center. Michael having some good help defense, and now he's got to score a couple of buckets and hopefully win this game. Oh, by the way, this guy has pretty good contact dunk. If there wasn't enough that this guy does, as you can tell, I'm pretty happy with this guy just for the fact that, you know, he fits my playstyle pretty well and just it goes in the flow of the game. It's not like I'm really forcing anything up. We have 17 points, but it's just there. It's just, you know, wide open mid-ranges and stuff like that we've been taking for the most part in this game. Not going to force anything. I'm going to hit Brian with that pass. They try to double team him. All that did is give him the and one finish. Give him the free throw. Make it a 3-point game. That point guard wants to go in and try to guard him. Go ahead. We got ourselves the lead. We just got to hang on. AI cannot hit it. You just gotta pray when those AIs get the ball. Basically, they don't turn it over, and that was basically a turnover for them because that shot did not fall down. Here we are running, crossing, looking, corner. Walsh, you already know. You already know. I told you guys. He's going to be making those shots, so there's no drama to it. I don't want to get all hyped up like he might miss it. Walsh is going to make that shot. Unfortunately, that's a nice bucket by them. Going straight inside the paint. Trying to hit Walsh one more time, but we just got to swing that ball around. Unfortunately, like I said, when the AI has the ball, all you hope is they don't turn it over, and that's exactly what happened. AI turns it over. They get a free bucket. It's back to a 2-point game, but look at Walsh. Corner on fire. Turning around before the shot even goes down. And we just need maybe 1 or 2 more buckets and we're right we just gotta escape with this game pretty much. Not our best game, sloppy game, and it's starting to show its ugly head once again. Those turnovers at the end of the first half are coming back at the end of the second half. That was not smart, trying to handle the ball with the stretch big, and here they are, turning it over right back. Everyone's coughing it up right now. People need some cough drops right now. We need a timeout. Even though that AI made that shot, we did not call that timeout. I don't know if he does it. It is too crucial a point in the game to let the AI do anything. At the same point, too crucial of a game for Brian to try to take on 18 people in the paint. That's going to be a turnover every day of the week. And here they are trying to tie the game under a minute left. That mid-range does fall down, cut the lead to 1. Well, we had some decent defense, but this guy's just making clutch bucket after clutch bucket. Oh, thankfully that was not another turnover. Instead, Walsh with the ball. Oh, the ball might have been tipped right there. Might have gotten away with one right there. If that ball got tipped, we definitely got unlucky as Walsh nearly gets the steal after the Bryant slam. Back to a three-point game. You know they wanted 3 to tie it, but they haven't really gotten much production from behind the arc. That shot is blocked inside, and we've got his shot clock turned off. They have to foul us, finding Walsh. I don't know why Brian called a timeout right there. I tried to get the ball to Walsh since my guy doesn't even have bronze free throw away, so I don't think I'm the guy to be shooting the free throws in this situation. But as you guys are going to see right here, these guys don't even foul. Look at this. No one is even trying to foul, intentionally foul. They're just trying to reach in, and then they can go for a defensive 3. Like, I don't think these guys knew how to intentionally foul, because that was an embarrassing attempt to foul someone. They were just reaching at thin air, and then one dude was just chilling in the paint, got a D3. Brian makes the free throw, and it's a 2-possession game as we get the ball back. And they still have to foul, and they still don't know how to foul. They're just reaching, and eventually it's going to be a reaching foul, it's called, not even an intentional foul. Brian makes both free throws. Game is done. They may have had a chance if they knew how to foul at the end. No, we'll take the victory right there. Like I said, not the best play game by us. We did have the AI on the team as well, which doesn't help, but so did they. So one of their players lagged out, so it's kind of a 4-on-4. We just scrapped it up, got some plays at the end, got the W. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, you know, I think I got one more video saved after that. It's just going to be, you know, live comm edits from here on out. So, hope you guys look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys next time.